y'all. Thank you for stopping by to take a look at my channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. My name is C here on Gracefully Budgeting, where we save a little at a time to experience the life that we want. So if you're interested in these types of videos, stay tuned. Okay guys, today we're going to be discussing the process/method that I use to manage our budget. Now I'm going to list or talk about 6 steps that I use to maintain our budget. Now before we get started, I'm going to give a disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor or a professional. I have not obtained a degree in finance or taken any related courses pertaining to this topic. However, I have implemented this process into my life to reach my personal goals and live a life I can be proud of. So again, I have adopted this process to help aid in our financial journey. So let's get started. Step number 1, methods you can use to budget. I'm going to quickly state 5 budgeting methods that you could use to help you in your budget. I'm going to list a detailed description at the bottom of the screen that will go into further detail on what these budgeting systems are. Number 1, zero-based budget. Number 2, pay yourself first budget. Number 3, envelope system budget. Number 4, the 50-30-20 rule. And number 5, the no budget. Now, if I'm being honest, I have tried all 5 of these budgeting methods, but the 2 that have remained strong within our financial journey has been the zero-based budget and the envelope system budget. This has allowed us to allocate and determine how, where, when we spend our money. Budgeting has allowed me to live a life comfortably while maintaining my present and preparing for my future. Number 2, prepping your budget. Now, before we get paid, about a week or so before we receive our pay, I go through our binders to determine the minimum amount that needs to be allocated to that envelope. I also may list any unexpected changes within our budget. This way, when we receive our pay, I know how much, at minimum, needs to be allocated to each envelope. Some of the tools that I use to do this are my binders and sticky notes. So, for example, here in my bills binder, I have a sticky note on top of my mortgage envelope. This tells me that I need to put $750 inside this envelope on the next pay cycle. This keeps me accountable to let me know that I don't have to over budget in this fund because I have a set amount I put in here each month. Now, last pay cycle, we budgeted $1,250 inside this envelope. This pay cycle, we're only going to budget $750. I have a cap in mortgage a month for $2,000. Now, no, my mortgage is not $2,000. However, there's a goal I'm trying to reach here in this fund. So in order for me to reach this fund, I have to add a little bit more so that I can reach that number. Okay, and I do that with any other binder that I have or any other fund that I have that I may need to set a reminder for myself. I also use these sticky notes to remind myself if I need to put a certain denomination inside that envelope. For instance, let me grab my sinking funds binder. I'm going to move this one to the side. And in my sinking fund binders, on date night, there's a sticky note. It says that I need to put more $10 bills inside date night. Now, this is a reminder to let me know when I do my denominations, I need to include some 10s inside of this envelope. So that is a quick tool that you can use to just set a reminder for yourself so that you won't forget when you're actually inside your budget. Right? Step number 4 is payday. So what do we do with the money? We know how much we have, but what do we do with it? Here we go. I take my pay and I look at it. On Thursday, we're able to see how much we're going to get paid on Friday. So it allows me to budget the day before we get the money inside of our account. So let's go ahead and open up our planner. And this is one of the tools I use to keep track of our yearly expenses. As a quick note, you do not have to use a planner to do your budget. You can take a regular sheet of paper and write your budget down. This is an example. I took a sheet of paper, wrote all my categories down, and wrote the amounts I would like to have inside. I have used this for half a year before I even went to budgeting inside of a planner. So use what you have. I'm going to go and flip to February and go to our paycheck number 2 budget. I have already filled out all of our categories for our envelopes. So I've already done that part. Now, here I'm going to go ahead and grab a pen, and we're going to go ahead and write the amounts we received out of this pay cycle. So let me go ahead and grab that. So I do no estimated amounts. I only do actual. It helps me not guesstimate what we're going to receive and then write it down. So I'll go ahead and only do actuals. So I don't do my budget until Thursday. Here we go. Full-time pay, I'm going to go ahead and write $4,915 with 58 cents. Now, if I had any extra income or any unexpected income, I will write that here and write the actual amount of that amount. Then I will go down here and write the total amount of all of those added up into this section here. So I don't have any extra income or any unexpected income. So I'm only going to write $4,915 with 58 cents. Now, let's go ahead and get into the meat of it. Our expenses are next. It is the next important thing besides getting paid. You want to know what expenses are important before you get to this step. So your bills should be in this section so that you can make sure that you're not behind on your bills. Now, you can allocate it to be budgeted every 2 weeks. If you get paid every 2 weeks, you can budget it for every week, or you can budget it monthly. It all depends on how your pay cycle runs. For us, we budget bi-weekly, so we take these amounts out bi-weekly so that we can make sure by the end of the month we have what we need to pay bills. Now, we're going to go ahead and start with mortgage. And today, mortgage is going to go ahead and be budgeted at $750. Okay? Next, we're going to do groceries. Groceries is going to be budgeted $150 this pay cycle. Okay? And now tithings. Tithings get 10% of our income. It does not matter if it is full-time, part-time, extra income, or unexpected income. We budget 10% of that money. So 10% of this today is going to be $490. So we're going to write that right here. Okay. And then subscriptions, this pay cycle will be getting $150. Internet will be getting $62. Cell phone will be getting $62 as well. Water will be getting $25. Card payments will be getting $292. And insurance will be getting $217. Okay? Once I have all my amounts put in, I'm going to go ahead and do my total expenses amount. Now, my total expenses amount equate to $2,198. If you're wondering about this 58 cents, we leave that in the account and we do not touch that. Okay? Now we're going to move on down to our fixed expenses. And for me, that is my wallet. I need my wallet to last us the entire 2 weeks until we get to our next pay cycle. So for me, this is a must. A lot of times when we don't budget our wallet effectively, we start using other sources of income, meaning our credit card is considered an income. And sometimes when we're not budgeting properly here, we swipe our credit cards to get us by, but then we have not allocated that money, and then we have, in hindsight, misbudgeted our money, and now we owe our credit card what we did not budget for. So I always, rule of thumb for me, like to budget over the amount I expect to spend. This way, I don't have to touch my credit cards for these particular categories. So now let's go ahead and budget this one out. Gas is going to get $250. Groceries is going to get 100 and no, groceries going to get $300. I'm sorry. Household will be getting $100. Spending will be getting $20. Restaurants will be getting $150. And miscellaneous will be getting $30. Once this section is filled out, I'll go ahead and write my total here. And the total for this is going to be $850. Okay? Next, the most important thing for me is saving my money. Now, you can choose to save in one account. It does not have to be 6 or 7 accounts under savings. It could just be one. If that is what works for you, then use one account. However, I like to see a full breakdown of what I'm saving for and towards. So I go ahead and break it down into my kids' savings, my savings, my husband's savings, our home savings, emergency fund savings, any savings challenge I decide to do inside my savings binder, and including my actual savings account that is attached to my checking account. Okay? So let's go ahead and break those numbers down as well. Inside of my savings challenge this pay cycle, I'm going to be doing $70. And I'm not doing the saving challenges because we're going to go ahead and do that at the end of the month. And how I come up with this money or these funds, I use our extra income as strictly saving challenges money. And I also use the leftover that is left over inside of our wallet as our savings challenge money as well. So I try to beef up that envelope as much as I can so that at the end of the month, I can make a good chop at what we're trying to save. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and do our kids' savings as well as my husband. So Lee, this pay cycle, will be getting $50. T will be getting $50 as well. Na will be getting $50. Tay will be getting $50. Hubby will be getting $50. I'm going to flip it over because I didn't have enough room on this side. Emergency fund will be getting $50. House fund will be getting $50. And then our savings, you write that down. Our savings will be getting $150. Okay? In total, all of those savings accounts should bring me to $720. Okay? All right. So we have our bills budgeted for, we have our wallet budgeted for, we have our savings budgeted for. Now we get to go ahead and budget for what we want. So these categories are not necessities, but hey, we want to enjoy these categories as well and be comfortable in it. So we budget for it. We're going to go ahead and start off with allowance. Allowance will be getting $50 today. So let's write $50. Back to school is going to go ahead and get $25. Clothing will be getting $100. And so activities is getting $35. Ooh. Hope y'all can see that. And then miscellaneous will be getting $25. Okay. So family fund will be getting $50. Okay. Date night will be getting $75. Let's write this off. Okay. Health fund will be getting $100. Okay. Beauty will be getting $150. Clothing will be getting $100. Car maintenance will be getting $100. Vacation fund will be getting $100. Birthdays will be getting $102. Amazon will be getting $20. Happy Meal will be getting $20. Holidays will be getting $15. Christmas will be getting $50. Gifts will be getting $30. And I didn't include my money at the bottom, so that will be included here in the 720. So in total, we're not going to include my money. We have $235 from the kids binder, and then from our sinking funds binder, we have $912 going in there. So we should have a $1,147 inside that envelope, those envelopes. So now, once I've went ahead and calculated everything or budgeted everything out, I'll go ahead and make sure my numbers add up. So let's go ahead and do that now. So I take what I started with, which is $4,915, and I start subtracting each section to make sure I end up with $0. So now I'm going to move down to our expenses, which is $2,198, and we're going to subtract that. And then we're going to move on over to our wallet, and that is $850. So we're going to go ahead and subtract that. And then we're going to move on over to our savings, which is this section here and this section. It's going to be $720. So we're going to go ahead and subtract that. And last but not least, we have all of our sinking funds here, including the kids binder and our sinking funds at $1,147. We're going to go ahead and subtract that, $1,147. It brings us to a zero-based budget. So now we've went ahead and allocated our funds on where we want them to go. We're going to go ahead and close that. Now that you've completed out your budget, what do you do to prepare to go ahead and cash stuff your envelopes? I take let me grab it, cash denomination sheet. I created this with my computer, and I just went ahead and list all of our categories down, and then across the top, I went ahead and list the denominations. Now, I take this sheet and I go ahead and go through each category and write down what the denominations I want inside each category. I will show you an example because I've already completed it off camera. So it looks like this. This is a completed cash denomination sheet for our pay cycle for tomorrow. So now we have this, and we take this to help us fill out our teller slip. And here it is. So I printed this offline for free. I just typed in Google free bank teller slips, and I found some. I printed it out, and this is what I use. I went ahead and took this sheet to go ahead and fill out my teller cash slip to give to the teller tomorrow to receive my cash. I take that money, and then I come and I stuff my envelopes, okay? So I am now going to go ahead and wrap up the video today. I hope that this was extremely helpful for you. I had a couple of questions about it. If you have more questions, leave them down in the comment section below, and I'll try to get to them as soon as I can. Also, if you enjoyed what you've seen here today, go ahead and give me a like. Click on the notification bell so that you won't miss any uploads from me. And if you have not already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. I would love to have you here, And as always, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, and if God willing, I'll see you here soon. Bye.